These are some important things that every HRs and recruiters must know. I wasn't hurt when my girlfriend rejected me. She gave me feedback, but I was hurt when I got rejected by some recruiters. They didn't give me feedback. Now I understand feedback can be quite helpful. What I don't understand is how she was your girlfriend when she rejected you. Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to some more LinkedIn Lunatics. Let's get started. So, had a WTF start to the day. Just lost 2 deals worth $18K. One candidate pulled out of a second interview worth $8K. Job was his to take. Pulled out by a text message and took a counteroffer where he currently works. Absolute rat. Because how dare people freely choose what job they want? Anyway, another candidate has genuine reasons and called me to tell me she won't be accepting the offer. 10K down the drain, fair enough. Then, to add salt to the wounds, new business LinkedIn message, a regional operations manager for a power rental business didn't like my approach through LinkedIn, decided to tell me that she has now emailed all the decision makers in her business to stop me winning them as a client. We'll see about that, you little rat. I've been up and working since 7:30 and lost 18K pipeline, and some rat is trying to stop me from winning business over nothing. That time around, he did not say rat, however. He said something very different that starts with a C. Recruitment is a tough business. If you can't deal with this type of morning, then don't bother with this industry. It's bloody hard. Selling people is the hardest commodity to sell in the world, and dealing with jobsworths who think they're something special. A sasg. What kind of sound were you trying to make there? Also, selling people, that does not sound right. Who the hell does she think she's talking to with 7 exclamation points? I won't give up. I'll never give up. Watch out today. I'm on one. Good news, I should close a 7,500 deal this afternoon. Not all bad. P.S. I dare a troll to pipe up today. 4 more exclamation points. Truly the most professional recruiter of all time right here. Calling people rats when newsflash, they're playing the same capitalist game you are. For this next one, the art of hiring has been an enigma for decades. Not a single person has mastered it just yet. That is, until now. Bruce here has figured out that the key to hiring is giving your applicant a faulty chair. Of course. Double your chances of hiring the right person. Use 2 stupid hiring quote tests. Put your applicant in the wobbly chair and ask them if they could be any type of animal, what would they be and why. Don't hire them if they don't ask to change chairs. Don't hire them if they don't choose a powerful animal like a lion or an eagle. For the trifecta, also include the MBTI. I don't know why people think hiring great people is so challenging when we have all these powerful tools at our disposal. Yeah, this one is satire. Obviously, it's mocking an article here that says boss uses wobbly chair tests in every interview and avoids hiring job candidates that fail. Candidates hate this one simple trick. If anyone is actually using these so-called tricks, though, they need to reevaluate their entire hiring process from top to bottom, and maybe even reevaluate their lives while they're at it. And for this next one, when AI bros try to flex their company's products on LinkedIn, hey Gemini, could you write a LinkedIn post about my second Googleversary? Googleversary sounds so cringe, by the way. Absolutely, here's a LinkedIn post draft for you. Today marks my second Googleversary. 2 years at Google. 2 years? Who would have ever thought? Certainly not me. It has been a truly unique journey, inspiring, magical, challenging, lively, transformative, rewarding, diverse, global, and intellectually stimulating. My brain just got a whole lot more stimulated reading that. I could list countless learnings from this experience, but there's one thing that stands out above all else. The people. Yeah, the people. At Google, I've had the privilege to work alongside the most outstanding and incredible individuals who have truly elevated me to unthinkable heights. Hashtag life at Google, hashtag build for everyone, hashtag AI. That last one wasn't actually a hashtag, but it may as well have been. And Supper Hay says, dude works at Google, so he's flexing their AI product. Funny thing is, knowing Google, this post was probably written by a human. Links to a TechCrunch article saying Google's best Gemini demo was faked. Google's new AI is getting a mixed reception after its big debut, as users found out that the most impressive demo of Gemini was pretty much faked. Who knows if this person actually wrote out the article themselves or used a completely different AI. And for this next one, take a pay cut until we decide you're worth a good salary. We promise we'll give you a raise. You pinky promise? James says, I've been noticing something interesting in my recent chats with job seekers. There's a common thread, whether they're looking to switch gigs or have been recently let go. I need more money to move. I won't take less than my last salary. While I get it, who doesn't want more money? There's a bigger picture to these things. The reality is, you're often not as valuable to a new company right off the bat. It takes time to learn the ropes, mesh with the team, and hit your stride. We're talking 6 to 12 months before you're really cooking with gas. And if you've been laid off, some places might want you to prove yourself again. Fair or not, them's be the breaks. If you're itching for a change and believe in yourself, don't let a haircut or sideways step stop you. Sometimes taking a small step back can lead to bigger leaps forward. There's more to a job than just the paycheck. Unless, that company takes advantage of the fact that you're willing to take that lower pay, so they never give you a raise or anything. I've seen too many folks pass on promising opportunities solely because of the salary. It's worth remembering that sometimes a little financial flexibility can open doors to something great. When you start thinking this way, your job becomes a career. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? And now it's all about the coffee for this individual. Here's my morning routine. Wake up 5:30 a.m. First coffee. Workout till 6. Second coffee. Sauna till 6:20. Ice bath till 6:25. Shower till 6:40. Get dressed, suit up, and be ready to leave by 7. Third coffee. Sir, that's a lot of coffee. Arrive at office for 7:15 a.m. Fourth coffee. Good lord. Meeting with PA 1 hour until 8:15 a.m. Then full meetings begin for the next 10 hours. How does your morning routine compare? I think you may have a caffeine addiction at this point, because there's no way you need 4 cups of coffee in a less than 2-hour time span. And Paul comments, I just remembered why I had decided not to log on to LinkedIn today. It's getting worse every week as these stories just get dafter and dafter. Paul is done with LinkedIn at this point. And Joseph the coffee lover replies, Paul, you better log off for another week then. If he didn't need LinkedIn for professional connections, he probably would have deleted his whole account. Anyway, Paul replies, when you woke up at 5:30, was the coffee already made or did you take 15 minutes to make it? I assume you only drink fresh brewed coffee? And Chris replies, reminds me of the 4 Yorkshiremen and Monty Python. Luxury. We used to live in a shoebox in the middle of the road. Kids today wouldn't believe it. 10 hours of meetings. Definitely inefficient. I wonder who in the world needs 10 hours of meetings in a single day. Let's take a little break from LinkedIn and go to Facebook for a little bit. My manager pulled me aside today and I thought I was in trouble. He wanted to tell me that I emerged as the #1 IT technician that resolved the most blue screen of death tickets from the CrowdStrike outage from our department. I was told I'd be nothing in life, been counted out, endured years of rejection, almost lost my life last year. Oh yeah, and I'm hungry. Well then you better get something to eat. And now Name has copy-pasted his bio directly from ChatGPT, and didn't even bother to fill it with his own name. ChatGPT. Name is an experienced lawyer with a proven track record in specific practice areas, for example corporate law, intellectual property, litigation, etc. With a keen eye for detail and a dedication to achieving the best outcomes for clients, Name excels in navigating complex legal challenges. Attention to detail, huh? Their expertise in copy-pasting is complemented by strong communication skills and a commitment to professional growth. Outside the courtroom, Name stays informed on the latest legal trends and developments, ensuring clients receive up-to-date and effective counsel. Driven by a passion for justice and client advocacy, Name continues to build a distinguished career in the legal field. Some might say this person is making a name for themselves. For this next one, hobbies are for losers. All of these grown adults playing the new EA #CollegeFootball25 video game, it makes me think, what if instead of spending hours playing #video games, they worked on building a #side business? It really makes you think of how many people could help themselves with a second source of income but instead choose to be #distracted for short-term pleasure instead of choosing a potential long-term growth thinking emoji. #sports, #gambling, #entertainment, #side gig. Did you know that it is possible to do both things? You can start a side gig, but you can also also take an hour or two to play video games. These things are not mutually exclusive, you can do both. Actually, you might even end up being more productive by taking proper breaks. And now I never updated my LinkedIn with my employer info, etc. Does he want a cookie? Congrats on your 3-year anniversary at none at this time, with about 28,493 clapping emojis. This is how you know this dude is just a bot. And now here's a lunatic who says people who take vacations should be the first to be laid off, suggests living vicariously through your friend's vacation instas. If I know that person enjoys vacating his or her employment, then how do I know he or she is 100% committed? In that case, I'll be happy to give such an employee an all expenses paid vacation for as long as you want, 4 exclamation points, so long as the expenses are paid by the employee. So you're not giving them an all expenses paid vacation because they're the ones who have to pay. I want reliability, and barring you're gonna drop dead, that your rear is present, accounted for, and productive. And if you're complaining you'll never get to see the sights of the world, shut up and look at Instagram. It's not like you're gonna get a new view of things that haven't been shown already. Ah yes, because mindlessly scrolling through Instagram is the same thing as taking a relaxing vacation to a country you've never been to before. How lovely. Dear candidates, stop lying. We can lie to you, but you, of course, cannot lie to us. Dear candidates, never for any reason or reasons lie to a recruiter. What is the worst that can happen if you tell the truth? They will say we can't give you the job? Yes, actually. Stop lying about skills you don't have. Stop lying about your age or falsifying age. Stop lying about your marital status. Stop lying about experiences you don't have. Stop lying that you have started your journey to certifications when you don't even have the money for registration. It's okay to say you don't have a particular skills or competency in a particular field, but you're willing to understudy someone or you will take a training on your area of gaps within a short period. When you lie about something or a skill and get hired, the expectations on you will be high when you eventually get the job. Stop overhyping inadequacies just to get a job. It always does not end well. Happy New Week! And DryMeat2959 replies, Dear employers, stop lying. What's the worst that can happen? You have to hire someone else? Stop lying about your teamwork culture when it's a cannibal zoo. Cannibal zoo, damn. Stop lying about your competitive pay. If your compensation package was actually sufficient, you would be open about it. Stop lying about this position. This job has been posted 4 times in the last year. I'm guessing there's a reason for that. Basically, stop expecting potential employees to be completely open and honest when you're not. Your job opening describes a job that if it was accurate would never become vacant. Also, stop lying about the job being 100% work from home and then backtrack during the interview. Stop saying it's not actually a work from home position. And this next one is CEO by day, Amazon driver by night. How pathetic. A hashtag startup founder is working as a part-time Amazon delivery driver, laughing emojis. Yep, I am. And yep, I'm proud of it. Here's 5 reasons why. 1. There's a blessing in me having to bootstrap to help support the expenses of passion role. 2. This helps build my character and it also helps me to approach each day with humility and kindness. 3. I'm supporting my family. 4. I'm living proof that anything you can put your mind to can be achieved. 5. I can document my journey and you get to follow it with me. Here's the thing about me. I don't quit. I'm not too proud. I believe each day is what you make it. Comment thanks if this resonated in any way. Because of course you still gotta look for that sweet, sweet engagement. Really, this tells me that your startup company is struggling more than anything. Like we are talking a one-way trip on the struggle bus. And now for this next one, after all these posts, it's nice to see a post from someone who is not a LinkedIn lunatic. It's titled, The Hero We Need, Getting a Job in 2018. Apply, get an interview, negotiate your salary, and start the job. Getting a job in 2024, though? Find a job you're overqualified for but pays under market rates, connect with current employees to beg for a recommendation, bake a cake for your potential team and hope it outshines the competition, meet with the hiring manager's third cousin to see if they think you might be worth interviewing, endure a grueling 3-hour pass-or-fail personality test, complete a free assignment like it's a college exam, plead for forgiveness for any unknown sins against the company, consider hosting a seance for insider information, compose a catchy jingle for the company and pray it goes viral, write and perform a one-act off-Broadway play about your love for spreadsheets, shed a tear, and finally start the marathon-like 18-round interview process. Did I miss anything, or did I nail the 2024 job hunt circus? It really is getting ridiculous out here. Also, are these companies not wasting more money by making the interviewing and hiring process so ridiculous? And for this next one, I'm just gonna lay this on every random recruiter that messages me, regardless of their field, especially if you don't mention what kind of work. Hi, it's great connecting with you. Hope you're doing good. Are you looking for a job change? OP replies, sure, I'm looking for a 100% remote technical artist, materials artist, or environment and prop artist position in the games industry. Ideally with a smaller studio or team. I require $67,000 a year minimum, preferably Unity, can do Unreal if employer is willing to train on the job. And I bet this recruiter never replied again. This next one is giving let them eat cake vibes. Each month, you can buy back 91 hours of your life for $1,500. It's the best ROI you'll ever make. Outsource food, 50 hours a month, $800. Outsource cleaning house, 25 hours a month, $500. Outsource cleaning/folding clothes, 16 hours a month, $200. 96 hours for $1,500 a month. Bro really thinks you can outsource your entire life. It's not wasteful spending, it's an investment in your number one employee, you. Yeah, a little problem with that. Where's the average person gonna find an extra $1,500 a month? A friendly reminder to all the LinkedIn lunatics out there, it's easier to be a LinkedIn thinkfluencer than it is to be exceptional at your job. And while you are being a so-called thinkfluencer, you can also pretend to be exceptional at your job when you're really not. And now, a whole 4 minutes just to relax? Wow, he could have checked another 4 emails in that time. SMH, lawyer work-life balance, 6 a.m. wake up, 6:01 a.m. check emails, 6:15 a.m. roll out of bed, 7:30 a.m. arrive at the office, emails, calls, and meetings. 12 p.m. breakfast at desk. At noon, interesting. Emails, calls, and meetings. 7:30 p.m. leave office. 8 p.m. eat dinner. 9 p.m. pour a scotch/glass of wine. 9:01 p.m. crack the laptop. 11 p.m. shut the laptop. 11:01 relax. 11:05 check emails on phone, and 12 a.m. good night. On second thought, balance may be a misnomer. Yeah, a whole 4 minutes of relaxing doesn't seem too balanced to me. This next one thinks weekends are for the uninspired. I absolutely despise when people shut off for work on Saturdays/Sundays. How dare people enjoy their weekends, I guess. There's a mindset some people have where they count down the hours to 5 p.m. or count down the days till Friday. I just hate it. It's a losing mentality. We're not in high school anymore. You have an opportunity to get ahead. Frickin' seize it. How successful do you want to be? How motivated are you to be great? Well, is my pay above and beyond? No? Then don't expect work that's above and beyond. I don't expect everyone to work as hard as Elon Musk, but if you're in business and you can do something to drive your company forward, don't sit on it, do it. Well, if it's actually your company that you own, sure. But if you're working for another company, I don't think so. This next one is just flexing on us. Jeffrey the growth leader and 12 times best-selling author would like to announce that I'm better than you. Starting a new position. Many people I meet can't spell entrepreneurship. But what if I told you it's only a 4-letter word? What if I told you you can't count? Quick backstory. When I started angel investing 15 years back, the founder of a current unicorn asked me to invest in him for 2 reasons. 1, he would build something epic, and 2, his girlfriend's parents would let him marry their daughter since he would get validation. Laughing emoji. It's gonna be epic, bro, trust me. Such was the state. Families didn't want their kids to marry entrepreneurs, as it was seen as a dead-end lifelong struggle. Fast forward to the 2020s and founders are perhaps the most desirable bachelors. Even getting on Shark Tank has become the new Riz that makes you an instant celebrity. Entrepreneurship is now spelled S-E-X-Y, but as always, true sexy always goes way deeper. How deep does it go? Let's find out. S. Solving problems. Real entrepreneurs are passionate about a cause, a need, a gap in the market. Their hustle is fueled by a fire to make a real difference, not just glamour. E. Execution powerhouse. They're not all talk. They're relentless, resourceful, and turn ideas into reality with sweat, smarts, and an unyielding drive. X. They're extraordinary. They focus exclusively on one thing and get better than anybody else at it. There's a compass that continually directs them towards being the best. And why? Why? Yeah, just the letter Y. This is the core of long-term value creation. At some point along their journey, they discover their why. That becomes their driving force and propels them forward with a rocket emoji. We're going to the moon, baby. No, we're going to Andromeda. True entrepreneurship is not just about the glamour, raising capital, and seeing your name in the papers, although that can be quite satisfying too. It's about rejecting the status quo, not taking no for an answer, and being delusional enough to commit yourself to a life of struggles to build something epic. Welcome to the new sexy. Welcome to being an entrepreneur. And now, unsurprisingly, this next man is currently in the comments fighting for his life. Bro must be getting absolutely roasted. As a recruiter, we're constantly having to find new and interesting ways to get a hold of clients. Thanks for the other night, you were absolutely sensational. Can't wait to do it again. Demon emojis. Sorry, who is this? Peter, it's Toby from Mark's Consulting Partners. Glad your phone is working. Sent you 3 CVs 2 weeks ago and haven't heard a thing back. Please let me know your thoughts so that I can keep my candidates up to date. That is a very unusual strategy indeed. The pinnacle of professionalism right here. And now Boomer using LinkedIn to hate on younger generations for some reason. I think this about sums up priorities for people who choose to have other taxpayers cover their college debt. It's a shame that the generation of $1,000 phones, $500 concert tickets, and $9 cups of coffee can't pay their college loan. LOL. This is coming from a sense thinker, by the way. For some reason, I don't think that's an actual job. And for this next one, we must protect the oil and gas industry at all costs. So after Hurricane Beryl, I've learned a few things. 1. I will never purchase a Tesla, sorry Elon. 2. Even with power down, Facebook is the only working app. And 3. I had both a solar and gas generator and the gas was clearly a winner and more efficient. We must protect the oil and gas industry at all costs. And she really uses hashtag Hurricane Beryl. And of course, when you click on her profile, you realize she's a sales rep for software in oil and gas. So of course she would be the person to say such a thing. If you had no financial interest in oil and gas, you probably wouldn't be saying this. This next one is doing the Lord's work. A friendly, not so friendly reminder. We can all tell when you copy and paste straight from ChatGPT. So listen up, AI bros. I don't know about you, but if I spot that stupid rocket emoji in someone's copy, I just automatically assume they've used ChatGPT. Thus, I guess that's one thing AI bros and crypto bros have in common, an absolute obsession over that rocket emoji. Don't get me wrong, I love a cheeky bit of AI, but you gotta know how to make it work for you. Comment below with any other telltale signs that scream ChatGPT. And it shows Clippy saying, it looks like you're posting complete ChatGPT nonsense. Would you like to add a rocket emoji? And now we have an 18-year-old French entrepreneur. I work every day from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. This dude is really on that grind set, and that's not a problem. Tell yourself that we live in a world where if an 18-year-old says, not sure what he wants to do later, watch Netflix and scroll on TikTok, drinks alcohol, it's socially accepted. Some are even almost proud of their mediocrity. On the other hand, if an 18-year-old says that he works 16 hours a day, gets up at 4 a.m., wants to become a millionaire, we'll call him a boring guy who doesn't enjoy life. Mediocrity has become the norm. Excellence has become sin. People who say they have imposter syndrome are just lazy people who have found another way to say it. The world is unjust and cruel, but you can get anything with hard work, and even more hard work. I'm not calling you a boring guy. I'm just concerned about that workload. You're gonna get burned out. Either that or he's just lying. There's no way to verify he works 16 hours a day. And now we have a realtor, entrepreneur, and influencer who says, I am neither left nor right. I am up. Understand? Sure, I guess. You're up. And now the best LinkedIn pickup line I've ever received. I was Googling future tech billionaires and your name came up. I thought it would be great to connect before you hit the cover of Forbes so I can brag to my friends that you're in my network. And who knows, maybe I can help you get there? Some call him the recruiting Rizzler. Others say that was about as cringe as the LinkedIn lunatics themselves. Let's just move on, okay? And for this last one, LinkedIn Lunatic strikes back at LinkedIn Lunatics. I'm in a Reddit hate group called LinkedIn Lunatics. A Reddit hate group? Isn't that a bit extreme? My post can be found in it and a lot of other creators too. I was a little disheartened at first to see so much hate towards people creating on here, but then I reassessed the situation. Everyone on here is creating content for a reason. It's moving the needle forward for them, landing sponsorships, more clients, building personal brands, and then there's trolls that are almost always anonymous, spending countless hours towards tearing others down, not monetizing their time or efforts. There you go, that's all these LinkedIn lunatics think about, monetizing every single thing they possibly can. Now you might be saying, but Noble Xenon, you're monetizing this video. I know, but I'm not trying to monetize every single aspect of my life. Anyway, not creating any sort of positive impact, which to me is more disheartening. Imagine how amazing our world would be if people like this did something productive with their lives. If you put yourself out there enough, you're gonna get hate, it's inevitable, but you gotta just keep moving along and keep smiling. Don't let it take you off your path or keep you from climbing. Dear haters, I have so much more for you to be mad at. Just be patient, winky face. Hashtag Reddit, hashtag personal development, hashtag trolls, and hashtag I'm done with this video. So, I'd like to thank all of my channel members, especially Amethyst Phoenix, Goodnight Cheems, Catalan Cormendi, My Cock, Hold Up, Nightcrawler, and Vicmeister 1999. If you'd like to join, just click the join button below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment if you've got something on your mind.